When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Penn State's offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had...
Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's probably why
defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't make massive plays. You're going to do a better job containing the football.
Don't drive.
The guys and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but
think about it.
We got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Nice move there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to
the speed limit.
First down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness.
I don't give a damn. Do speed limit. You'll get there.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. The sure hands, it's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's screen. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Good shot. Up there now, they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Well, that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Off the play fake.
Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Dampier.
Come on. AJ Harris.
3rd down. How big that forces a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Tompkins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Now from inside the red zone. Sets up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Dampier. Finds a tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quick completion on the out. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Got his man.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Turner. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's on target and complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Green. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. from 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first
That
half
ain't why.
than you?
They cheating me on this
And
game.
yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Otten. Touchdown, Huskies. And that one will give them the lead.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius. Makes the play. And then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion move. Wants to go up top on first down.
Man, come on, bro. Come on, dog.
Stop at the line.
Come on now.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the
Nah, that's
body
bullshit.
language
That was
of the
some fuck
offensive
shit.
line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense got him at the 27.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 25. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They want to throw it. Flips it out on the screen.
Bro, come on, y'all holding me,
Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Nah, y'all just
those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll immediately call timeout. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game.
What?
Can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looks it in at the 40. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national ranking. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole.
Y'all ain't even give me a chance to throw that motherfucker.
Second and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Pulls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The snap sets up the throw. Quickly complete. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Not in lockstep.
Come on,
there
bro.
with the
Why I
receiver.
can't goddamn
Football,
hit?
you hear the term quick,
He like, I
but don't
can't get a
hurry.
kick to
And you
save
can tell
my
when you
life.
run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there, you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball
What?
to the ground.
What was that?
Offense somehow fell on it.
Oh
They
my
retained
God, dog.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the
Oh,
ground. Nice
my
job
God.
understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Rushes on him.
Set his bitch ass
Nice
down, bro.
coverage on the
God
back
damn,
end.
he
Great
was
job. Nothing
holding
open
me.
right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it go.
Thank you.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback,
Thank
and
you.
going and getting that big play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Tompkins.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on.
Bro, like, what the fuck? Like, bro, y'all ain't even trying, bro. Like, y'all.
It's pretty obvious there was
like,
a big
niggas just
hole in that
sniffing that
screen, and the
motherfucker straight
defense
out.
ran right through it.
Oh, man.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down one score. Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
This time he's got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Man, I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
Yes, sir.
They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. On the run, it's Martin. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.